Is it bad to swallow chewing gum? Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Mike Muellner here. I'm an internal medicine doctor from Los Angeles, California, and today I want to talk about swallowing chewing gum. So I've definitely done this before. Obviously, I'm still alive, so it's clearly not fatal. I can remember way back when I was in junior high school, I was in the school band, I played clarinet, and sometimes I'd have chewing gum before going into band practice. And then what am I going to do with the gum? I'm already seated down. There's really no place to put it. So I would just kind of move it to the back of my mouth and then swallow it so that nobody would notice. And that's how I would get rid of the chewing gum. Because, if you play clarinet, you don't want to be chewing gum. It's going to end up in the mouthpiece. It's not a good look or a good sound for that matter. Anyway, I didn't do this all the time, but it wasn't too infrequent. It was probably once every couple weeks. Never had an issue with it. So here's the thing. Gum, or at least the gum base, is made out of a synthetic polymer. I had to look this up. Called styrene butadiene. So this is a compound that the body can't break down. We can't digest it. So if you swallow it, it's going to happen. It's going to go in your mouth, down the throat, into the esophagus, into the stomach, eventually into the small intestine, the duodenum, jejunum, ileum, then into the large intestine, finally out into the rectum and out into the toilet. Well, presumably the toilet, if you live in a California city like Los Angeles or San Francisco, might end up on the sidewalk. But anyway, if you swallow gum, it's going to pass relatively unchanged through the digestive tract and then out of the body. And really, this shouldn't cause any problems. It's not toxic and it only spends a limited amount of time in the body anyway, then you get rid of it. But here's the thing. If you make a habit out of swallowing gum, if you do it all the time, particularly if you also have problems with constipation, it can lead to something called bowel obstruction. This is where you just get a big glob of gum or maybe backed up stool to the point where nothing can pass through the intestinal tract, and then the intestines proximal to the obstruction or before the obstruction become very dilated. This can be extremely uncomfortable. I work as a hospitalist. I'm in the hospital all the time. Constipation is a common issue, and sometimes we do run into this where the belly can get very distended. It can even look like you're several months pregnant just because you can't have a bowel movement because of this obstruction. And technically, it can even be life-threatening. It can lead to vomiting, which can cause dehydration, which can lead to kidney failure. And I've even heard of cases of the colon or the intestines rupturing because of this. I've never seen that personally, but it can be serious. And so, every once in a while, if you swallow gum, probably not a big deal, but it's not something that I would make a habit out of. Oh, and one other thing I want to get to, how long does it take gum to pass through the body? So there's a myth, or I don't know if it's a myth, but a lot of people believe that it takes 7 years for chewing gum to pass through the digestive tract. But this isn't true. 7 years is a long time. I mean, if you think back 7 years ago, what was I even doing? That was, it's 2024 now, so 7 years ago was 2017. I was pretty much just barely finishing my residency, just getting started with the hospitalist job I have now. I was definitely wearing skinny jeans, probably purchased at a H&M or Zara sale. I still have them, but I don't know. They don't fit it. Okay, I'm not going to say they don't fit as well. I'm just going to say the style's changed, so they're no longer in vogue. But anyways, that was a long time ago, right? And the very idea that swallowing gum then would still be in my body is kind of ridiculous. So no, it doesn't take 7 years. It really only takes a couple days for the gum to fully pass through the body and then out into the toilet. Okay, I hope you found this video to be helpful or entertaining in some way. If you like medical related content like this, feel free to hit the subscribe button there or check out another video right here, and I'll see you guys next time.